verbal communication, posture, body language. Body language is far more, man, Chateau just beat this to death, but it's a hard sell. Every time I put something up about body language, I go, yeah, I guess. It's almost like you have to see evidence that you're fucking girls already to actually be able to start going, I need to carry myself a little bit better. I need to get my head up, to get my shoulders back. I need to have a little bit of swagger. Again, verbal communication, this is from Chateau Heartiste himself. Verbal communication is thus overrated and body language underrated by men. Again, guys are always asking me, what's an opener? What's a good opener? What do I say to this? And no one has ever asked me, how do I carry myself physically? The upshot to this formula is that men can chill a bit on the pressure to say the right thing if they work to adjust their body language so that it does most of the talking for them. Again, just like I mentioned yesterday, how you say your opener is more important than the opener that you use. Yes, some girls will remember the first words you said to them. The vast majority don't. If you think back about all the girls you fucked, you would have a hard time remembering exactly what opener you used. But you'll tend to have given whatever it was, you spoke with confidence. You probably were not mumbling. You were probably not looking at the ground. You're probably not, turned away from her. You're probably not fiddling with your fucking phone. You probably were direct with her, spoke directly to her, had some sense of authority, and whatever it is works. Again, it's like acting, which it really is. But your body language, the way you carry yourself, the way you present yourself is far more important most of the time than what you say. Again, guys get all kind of like, because they're not quick-witted. We can train you to do that also, but verbal communication is overrated and body language is underrated. And it's an instantaneous result. When I get guys to actually kick up, head up, chest up, speak with authority, and carry themselves well, it's an instantaneous it increases your attractiveness immediately. That's like guys go, what is the fastest way of improving your attractiveness? Your posture. It's something you can do immediately and will give you a return on your money. Even if you kind of like take a guy who's kind of a schlubby, hungover, sets over, no confidence, and you get him straightened down and how to stand and how to move, girls will be like, I ain't noticed him before. All of this is unconscious. And I don't know why it's not talked about more, but I've noticed that Chateau was adamant about it. And when I push it, guys just kind of glaze over for whatever reason. It's just one of those, maybe it's one of those things like I walk like I walk and I talk like I talk and I sit like I sit. But all of it actually matters, and it matters actually more than you say. So take that for what it's worth. Verbal communication, and this is something that can be improved upon immediately, is thus overrated and body language is underrated by men. The upshot to this formula is that men can chill a bit on the pressure to say the right thing. Again, you talk to hardcore players, they're just like, it's just word vomit. But mostly it's how they look to her when they're delivering their bullshit. If they work to adjust their body language so that it does most of the talking for them. Again, your appearance, how you carry yourself, all of it matters. And again, you could even go, how you carry yourself is as or more important, because this is what carries over shorter men, older men, guys that aren't your traditionally handsome men. The way they carry themselves, it's going to be very difficult for them to get a foot in the door if they don't carry themselves well. So that's a real deal on verbal communication versus body language. Body language comes first. And when you apply this, you'll start seeing better results with your